One reoccurring element in every zombies game is the inclusion of perks, which are designed to aid players in their survival. However, sometimes perks can actually hurt you more than help. So I'm going to rank every perk in Treyarch Zombies from worst to first. I'm only doing World at War to Black Ops 3. Black Ops 4 perks are terrible, and Cold War perks are too overpowered. Moving on, the worst perk in Treyarch Zombies without a doubt in my brain is Who's Who. With the dead last spot on this list at 14, the Who's Who perk allows you to keep your other perks after going down, with a twist. Instead of simply getting up with all your perks, you're put into a ghost version of yourself with hopes to travel to your real body in the map and revive yourself. The real twist is that every zombie in the game is still chasing you, unlike in Purgatory mode from Mob of the Dead or Beast mode from Shadows of Evil. Furthermore, you don't have any guns or perks that you previously just had, and all you're given in ghost mode is an M1911, which does nothing to zombies past round 3. So you are putting everything on the line just for a few perks, and you have nothing to defend yourself with either. Also, for this perk to only appear once isn't too bad, but for it to only be on Die Rise is terrible, because one wrong turn and you will fall off the entire map. It's such a high risk for a very small reward, and a lot of the time the Who's Who perk incentivizes you to go down, which can easily lead to the game ending. Next up is Tombstone Soda. Now, Tombstone is a lot like Who's Who. They both share the similar idea of granting you all your perks after going down. Similar to Who's Who being exclusive to Die Rise, Tombstone was exclusive to Transit. Pick a struggle. Tombstone, however, is only allowed in co-op mode because you need to enter last stand mode and pick up your time capsule after the round ends. I'm really not sure what Treyarch was on back in 2013, and the idea of regaining your perks isn't the best thing ever since there's already a 4 perk limit, and if you decided that you wanted to keep all 4 of those perks, one of those perk slots would be filled up just to save the other 3 with Tombstone or Who's Who. It's way too risky putting your life on the line just to save 3 perks, which would usually end up being Jug, Speed Cola, and Double Tap. That total to a combined 7,500 points. Overall, it's better than Who's Who because you have teammates to save you and a bigger map design reducing the chances of dying while obtaining your perks back, but overall, it's still pretty useless. Number 12 is Double Tap 1.0. Now, Double Tap 1.0 simply increases your fire rate by 33%. This is terrible because all it does is waste your ammo quicker. In multiplayer, it's a great idea, but the guns in zombies do not need to shoot any quicker than they already do. I can see if you have an LMG, and you do need Double Tap 1.0 to work. It can make your slow gun shoot faster, but also it absolutely drains all of the SMGs and assault rifles ammo caps. The perk was so controversial that Treyarch actually just completely wiped it after Black Ops 1, replacing it with the beloved Double Tap 2.0.
It's beautiful. Look at my brothers up there celebrating it. It is what it is.
Number 11 is going to be Deadshot Daiquiri. Deadshot Daiquiri does a whole bunch of things that are very similar, so I'll put them all up on screen right now. Ultimately, Deadshot increases your headshot accuracy by giving you basically a diluted version of aimbot. It's also really the first perk on this list that can't actually impair you, and it helps you kill zombies quicker. With that said, it's mediocre. Definitely not bad, but certainly not anything better than good. That brings us to number 10, which is Electric Cherry. Electric Cherry can help you a lot if you're in a corner and you need something to fend off zombies. It's a lifesaver perk, and that's why it's so cherished. Not many people know this, but the lower the amount of bullets there are in the clip when you reload, the more damage it does. This is why it was so good when it was first released in Mob of the Dead, because the wonder weapon on that map only has 1 bullet in the chamber. It's not an outstanding perk by any means, but it definitely serves its purpose. That then brings us to Mule Kick. Mule Kick allows you to carry a 3rd gun, which seems like such a big change from the usual 2 guns that you can ordinarily carry. This especially helps you if you're doing an Easter egg or a high round and maybe need an assault rifle, a wonder weapon, and then a 3rd gun for a specific purpose. It's a great idea and a big change, but it really helps you a lot less than you realize. Most of the time, I don't see myself needing 3 guns, and when I am in a zombies game, I'm usually not using all 3 at the same time. It also doesn't show you which gun is your 3rd, which doesn't help, since when you down and lose all your perks, you lose your Mule Kick, along with your 3rd gun. I feel like I always need a reminder which gun is my 3rd, so I can make sure it's my least important gun, so if I lose it, it's my least important gun that I lose. But I don't have that reminder with Mule Kick. Number 8 is going to be PhD Flopper. PhD is like the most fan favorite perk of all time. It has a multitude of attributes, with the most beloved one being no splash damage. There is also no fall damage, and also an explosive effect you get when you dolphin dive, but the no splash damage is really what sets the perk apart. When it was introduced, the ray gun was in its peak, and basically everyone used it in Black Ops 1. So since you could never kill yourself with a ray gun and PhD, it grew to to the top and became so over. Unfortunately, it slowly died down as Treyarch started to put this in less maps and only put it in maps where it was basically useless, like Mob of the Dead Grief mode, and we can't forget Origins, where it was its most useless because there are 4 wonder weapons that you can use instead of the ray gun, and they don't even emit splash damage at all.
Something. All right. Let me tell you something. Let me tell you something. Wait.
Number 7 is Double Tap 2.0. Double Tap 2.0 is another great semi-overrated perk. Okay, it's good, don't get me wrong, a lot better than Double Tap 1.0, but similar to PhD, it's past its prime. It was good in Black Ops 2 when it first came out because it was needed after the monstrosity of the original Double Tap. But after pack-a-punching, double pack-a-punching, and so many wonder weapons, Double Tap 2.0 served less of a purpose. Don't get me wrong, it's still a great perk because it increases the damage of your gun, so it's definitely up there, but it doesn't even help wonder weapons, which is a big part of the game, especially in the high rounds, like anywhere after round 30. Following Double Tap 2.0 is Speed Cola. This could be the controversial part in every ranking video where people complain this is too high or low. Speed Cola versus Double Tap has always been a debate ever since Black Ops 2, but I'm here to say that Speed Cola is a little bit better. Like I said about 30 seconds ago, Double Tap 2.0 only fixes ammo-based guns, but Speed Cola quickens the reload time for all guns. It can be very useful for slow reloading wonder weapons, especially on high rounds. I swear, when I go down and get up, the first indicator that I lost all my perks is when I reload and realize, oh, I don't have Speed Cola. It's not Jug, it's not Stamina Up, and it's certainly not Double Tap 2.0. It's that crutch perk Speed Cola, baby. In a game of 7, Speed Cola beats Double Tap in 7. Now, we're moving on. Number 5 is gonna be Voltrade. Voltrade is amazing at what it does, which is a couple of things. After killing a couple of zombies, they drop these yellow bags on the ground, which when picked up, can either grant you points or ammo. The real game changer with this perk, though, is the green gas that sometimes appears, which gives you invincibility from the zombies. So you're completely ignored by zombies, and you're able to reload, catch a breather, all while in this gas. I also just remembered it has a 4th ability, which is very useful, and it basically lets you see all the icons on the map. I'm talking perks, pack-a-punch, and even wall weapons. For 3,000 points, I would go as far as saying Voltrade is a crutch perk that everyone needs to buy in every game. Unfortunately, it only saw the light of day in one zombies map, which is Buried. If they kept this in all the maps, though, it would have been a lot higher. Number 4 is going to be Stamina Up. I'm not even going to explain myself for the sake of the length of this video and all the viewers watching. Stamina Up speeds up anything you are doing in the map, whether that's Easter eggs, high rounds, or just playing for fun. Stamina Up is that perk you will physically go to the machine for because it's that good. I rest my case. Closing in on the top 3 now, number 3 is Quick Revive. Quick Revive has been kinda controversial over the years, more recently than anything, but even dating back to World at War, where the effect doesn't work on solo. But the reason why I'm putting it this high is because of what it does on solo in Black Ops 1, 2, and 3. There is a reason this perk is in the starting room of essentially every zombies map. There is a reason why it only costs 500 points, which is what you start with in every game. Treyarch literally sits you down, slaps you in the face, and tells you to buy Quick Revive right away. It gives you 3 extra lives in every game and is, in my opinion, the ultimate crutch perk. Number 2 is Widow's Wine. Widow's Wine is so helpful. It does have a number of different features, with its primary benefit being the deployment of spider webs all around you whenever a zombie hits you. Whenever you're trapped or in a corner and a zombie taps you, these webs just come flying out and paralyze essentially every zombie in a nearby radius. And you get 4 of these. So whenever you're trapped in a corner, this is a godsend perk. It also gives you increased knife damage, which is kind of weird, but it also gives you 4 grenades too, which act like Semtexes. So all in all, this perk is good at defending the player, but just even better at attacking the zombies around you, and it makes the gameplay a lot easier as well. The best perk in zombies, though, is easily Juggernog. This is another heated debate, this time over which is the best perk in zombies. I've always stood my ground on how Jug is better than Widow's because it gives you more health. On every game before Black Ops 3, it increases your HP from 2 hits to 3 hits, and on Black Ops 3, it goes from 3 hits to 4 hits. I've always said there is no Widow's Wine without Jug because you can still get hit with Widow's Wine. But there is Jug without Widow's Wine. I mean, we literally had it that way for 3 consecutive zombies games. I'm going to take Jug in 6 here because it actually gives you a lot more health, whereas Widow's Wine simply just hurts the zombies around you, but still keeps you somewhat vulnerable. So that is every perk ranked from worst to first from the golden age of zombies. Black Ops 4 messed everything up by taking out all of the crutch perks and making them a lot less helpful, so I decided to rank all the meaningful ones that actually serve a purpose, and the ones that all the viewers care about. Make sure to comment which perk is your favorite, like, subscribe, and I will see you all in the next one.